Dear students, I welcome you all to the class of English compulsory BA BCom BSc second year. In the last class, we dealt with the poem entitled Desiderata written by American poet Max Ehrmann. Today, we are going to study unit number 3 entitled Non-Fictional Prose. In this unit, there are two prose items. The first one is At School, written by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and the second one is The Flying Sikh, which is written by Milkha Singh. The present chapter At School is a sequence of chapter 4 At School 1, which is taken from An Indian Pilgrim, an unfinished autobiography written by Subhash Chandra Bose. The present non-fictional prose item At School is derived from Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Collected Works Volume 1st. The autobiography of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is edited by Sisir Kumar Bose and Sugata Bose. In these two chapters, Subhash Chandra Bose writes about his school experience. At School is about his school experience from 1902 to 1908 at Protestant European School Cuttack, run by the Baptist Mission. He writes about the racial mentality of the school authorities. In At School 2, Subhash Chandra Bose narrates his experience at the Ravenshaw Collegiate School at Cuttack. This account is very important for all the school-going children in India, as it teaches them how to obey their parents and respect their teachers. In this chapter, Subhash Chandra Bose writes about sports, studies, love for nature, and respect for parents and teachers. This chapter At School throws light on the virtuous character of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, his father Jankinath Bose, and the headmaster Babu Beni Madhav Das. To proceed ahead with the discussion of the text At School, I would like to make you familiar with the perspective of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose was born in Cuttack. Cuttack is in the state of Orissa. He was born on 23rd January 1897 to Jankinath Bose and Prabhavati Bose. After matriculation, Subhash Chandra Bose studied in Calcutta at the Presidency College and the Scottish Churches College. He passed the civil service examination but resigned his candidature and returned to India after hearing of nationalist uproar there. The name of Subhash Chandra Bose is not new to any Indian. His slogans, "तुम मुझे खून दो मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा," which means "give me blood, I shall give you freedom," and "Jai Hind, long live India," are very famous in the history of India's freedom struggle. Subhash Chandra Bose was popularly known as Netaji. He worked as the president of Indian National Congress from 1938 to 1939. His work in the Indian National Army, which is popularly known as Azad Hind Fauj, to secure freedom of India from British rule is unforgettable. He struggled to get rid of British rule in India during World War I, during World War II, with the help of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. He died in a plane crash on 18th August 1945. According to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, our estimation of ourselves can be affected by what others think of us. He joined the Ravenshaw Collegiate School, Cuttack in 1909. After joining the school, a sudden change came over him. His knowledge of English above the ordinary level gave him added value in the eyes of new classmates. Even his teachers treated him with greater attention and they expected him to stand first in the class. He expected As he was expected by his teachers, he fulfilled the hopes placed on him by his teachers at the first quarterly examination. He stood first in the examination. The new atmosphere of the school forced him to think better of himself, that he was worth something, that he was not an unimportant person. He says it was not a feeling of pride, but of self confidence. This thought of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is very important in the present social atmosphere of India, as the young generation has lost self confidence and living in pride. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose frankly describes his weakness in his mother tongue, that is, Bengali language. When he was assigned to write an essay on cow or horse, which is now difficult for him to remember, he was made the laughing stock of all his classmates. When the teacher began to read out his essay on cow to the whole class, he felt humbled because of the errors he had made in the essay. For many days, he had to tolerate humiliation and comments from his classmates and teachers due to his insufficient knowledge of the Bengali language. At last, he decided to learn the language and at the annual examination got the highest marks in the subject. At the Ravenshaw Collegiate School, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose enjoyed his new surroundings. He says that he had not left behind any friend in the previous school, but in this new school, he was sure to make lifelong friendship with at least some of his classmates. He was not interested in sports. His parents believed that sports would come in the way of studies and considered the atmosphere of the playground as being unsuitable for intellectual growth. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose says it was easy for him to secretly go for gyms as his brothers and uncles did, but he followed the house rules and read ethical verses in Sanskrit. Some of these verses taught him that the highest virtue was to obey one's father, and when one's father was satisfied, the gods were satisfied. He therefore thought it better not to do what would upset his parents. So, He took to gardening along with those who did not go out for games. Gardening opened his eyes to nature's beauty. However, in retrospect, he thinks that he should not have neglected sports as it made him more of an introvert. Life for Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was similar for 2 years. Teachers and students in the school were both Bengalis and Orias, and relations between them were friendly. There was no enmity or misunderstanding between the people of two sister states, Bengal and Orissa. His family members did not think in terms of caste, religion, or language. His father had friendly personal relations with many famous Oriya families. He had never heard from his father's lips one single negative comment about the people of Orissa or about the people of any other state. Though his father was reserved, he endeared himself to all those who came into contact with him. According to Bose, such good parental influences are very important to mold the character of children. His father's attitude influenced the rest of the family and shaped the character of his children. Bose says that his headmaster Babu Beni Madhavdas left a long lasting impression on his youthful mind. His personality had a moral appeal. He started to feel that his headmaster was not an ordinary teacher and was also completely different from other teachers. He admired Das and decided to make his headmaster his ideal and imitate him in his own life. Bose is reminded of an experience he had when he was at the PE school when he was about 10. His teacher asked the students to write an essay on what they would like to be when they grew up. His eldest brother was in the habit of giving them talks on the respective virtues of a judge, magistrate, commissioner, barrister, doctor, engineer, etc. Hence, Bose wrote that he would be a magistrate. At that time, he was unable to understand the different professions, but he remembers hearing in talks with the family circle that the highest position one could get to was the Indian civil service. This shows that Bose's family always tried to shape the minds of their children. In later life, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose passed the ICS exam in the first attempt at the age of 24, which shows that the positive academic atmosphere in the family did influence him. Usually, the headmaster Babu Beni Madhavdas gave regular lessons only to the boys of the second class, that is, ninth class. So, Subhash Chandra Bose waited for the day when he would reach the second class. He was very eager to listen to his headmaster's lectures, but unfortunately, after few months, Das's transfer order came. Before leaving the school, Das was quite successful in rousing in Bose an awareness of moral principles. Due to him, Bose understood the truth of what he had read in his poetry book. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose quotes two lines from the poem "A man says a man for a that." Verse number 1, written by Robert Burns. The lines are: "The rank is but the guinea's stamp, the man is the gold for all that." The meaning of these two lines is that the rank or position of a person is like a guinea coin which is stamped. A man's character is the true gold. Hence, people without rank are equally important. The lines are quoted by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose to highlight human values. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose describes the farewell scene when his headmaster Beni Madhavdas left his devoted students. The headmaster was so emotional that he could not speak much. He came into the classroom and told his pupils that he had nothing more to say and prayed God would bless them. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose could not listen anymore. His eyes were filled of tears. When the headmaster saw him weeping, he also became emotional, came up to him and assured him that they would meet again. It was the first experience of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose to weep at the time of farewell. He realized that it is only at the time of parting one discovers love. The next day, a public meeting was arranged by the staff and the students to give the headmaster a farewell. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was one of those who had to speak. How he spoke he did not know, for internally he was in tears. When the headmaster started to speak, his words hurt his soul. Then he stopped to listen and started and stared at his emotional face. The same expression and glow seen in the portrait of Keshav Chandra Sen appeared on the face of the headmaster, who was Sen's passionate follower and worshipper. In this way, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose brings out the old Indian tradition of the immortal Guru Shishya relationship, which is full of love and respect. Dear students, today I have made an attempt to make you familiar with the content of the non fictional prose item at school written by Subhash Chandra Bose. In the following class, that is on tomorrow, we shall have elaborate textual explanation of the same. With this, I would like to conclude. Thank you very much.